What's up, guys? We're back with another video, and as you know, y'all love to see my story times, so I'm gonna give you another story about the time that I almost lost my life.
Holding me tight, loving me right, giving me life all night. You could be telling me lies, making me cry, wasting my time the whole time. So just be careful what you take for granted.
This is a crazy story. I'm not making this up. I will always remember this no matter how old I get. But let's get straight into the story. It was ninth grade, and in ninth grade at that time, I was with all the antics. My mindset wasn't how it is now. I'm not with that fighting now because you could damage your face. How will you get deals if you're fighting now, especially at my age? So anyways, at that time I was in ninth grade, and I'm still like this with defending friends, but it's just that it got to be a good reason. At that time I was with any antics, willing to fight for my friends no matter what the situation was. They was wrong, right, I didn't care. If my friends wanted me to ride out to fight, I was riding out to fight. So I'm gonna put you guys on. Two of my friends was dating, a stud and a femme. They was dating each other, and it was good at first. It was good vibes. But then the stud, I'm not gonna lie, decided to cheat on my femme friend, right? She decided to cheat with a girl from her neighborhood. But I didn't know it was gonna get this deep. My friend found out, so we going to school the next day and everything. We're not in the same actual school, we're just in the same building. So she's telling me like she want to go fight the girl after school. Like I guess they got into an argument like when she found out, and she wanted to go fight her. I'm like, I'm with it. Like I said, I was with all antics at that time. Our other friend that we was gonna go pick up after school, she was supposed to fight the girl that my friend was fighting. She was supposed to fight her friend, so it's supposed to be a 2-on-2. So after school comes, before we leave, we pick up a couple of girls. I didn't really know them. Like, I knew who they were, but they're not my friends. They was my friend that was fighting friends. We picked them up. They come with us. So it was like 5 of us, and then it was the stud. So we go pick up our other friend from her school, the one that was supposed to fight the friend. We go pick her up and everything. So we getting ready and everything, like, like they just talking about how what's gonna happen and everything. And I wasn't panicking. I just didn't know how I was gonna go, but I wasn't panicking at all. We get in a cab, we go to the block. I remember it always. It was this big park. It had bleachers. That's what I remember clearly. It had bleachers. Across the street, before we got into the park, we see the crowd coming of the girl that my friend was gonna fight. She was coming with her friends and guys. I'm like, why is guys there when you know we're not bringing guys? Like, we're all females. It shouldn't have been like that. Like, I would have rather her came with just straight females than to came with guys. Because what are you trying to do? That was already a red flag. Anyways, I'm like, whatever. They come to us. The girls that we was with, not my friends, not our friends, her friends that we picked up from the school, they started getting a little scary when they saw that crowd. I'm not gonna lie. They started saying they're not gonna fight, it's not their problem, whatever. And I'm like, they're buns, like they're straight buns for that. Because nobody told you to fight, but you're supposed to make sure nobody's jumping in. But they was scary. Anyways, the people came up to us and they like, no recording, no jumping in, no none of that. Like, a fair fight. We like, that's fine. Like, only fair fights on this side. We go into the park. Like I said, I already had a feeling. Like, I already had that gut feeling. I knew something was gonna go wrong just off of the guys being there. So we go into the park. Everybody puts their stuff down and everything. They're going back and forth. You know how it is before you fight. Sometimes you go back and forth. They going back and forth about the situation. The girls that we was with, like I said, they was scary. They was all the way on the side. Like, they wanted to make sure that them people knew that they was not involved at all. And I'm just like, that's mad scary. Before my friend fights, I'm very observant, especially when I'm in environments like that, because I don't play about my life and I don't play about my friend's life. I noticed that the girl that my friend was going to fight, I noticed her best friend started putting her hair up. So I'm like, that's weird. They said no jumping in. But I'm like, maybe she put her hair up just in case we jump in. You can't trust nobody. So I let that be. Whatever. So my friend and the girl start fighting. It was going fair. It was a fair fight. Nobody was jumping in, none of that. Then my other friend, the one that I said we picked up, she fights the girl. Remember, it's supposed to be a 2-on-2. She fights the friend that came, whatever. She fights her. So it's a 2-on-2. They fighting. When they're fighting, everything is just going crazy at that moment. Like, they're fighting. They keep fighting. I noticed that the best friend came around and threw my friend, like she pulled her off. Like she jumped in, but she tried to calmly jump in, like she tried to sneak jump in. I'm like, I'm not having that. Me and my other friend that we came with, we both ran over there, but I got to her first. So I threw her off, and I'm like, what are you doing? There's no jumping in. Why the girl gets up, she gets in my face. She's like, why you touching me? I wasn't even going to jump in. She starts going crazy on me. So I just clap her. I'm not going to lie. Because don't ever get in my face. I don't do the talking. I'm not going to lie. At that time, I was really on demon timing. I didn't do no talking. So I hit her. Everything. We start fighting. We start going back. Like, we going back and forth, fighting. I noticed that one of the guys, that must have been his girlfriend or something, because he literally went to try to hit me. I'm like, that's weird. Like, why would you try to hit me? But my stud friend, she came and she blocked him and she helped me up. I wasn't getting beat up because you think because I said she helped me up. I was actually beating the girl up, and I'm not just saying that to be cocky, but I was beating her up. That's why he tried to jump in. So my friend picks me up and she's like, nah, like that guy's not hitting you. She picks me up. The girl is dumb tight, whatever. So everybody's fighting. All I see is my other friend. She goes and kicked the girl with the Timbs in her face. And I'm like, whoa. Like, it was getting crazy. I'm not gonna lie. After that, they got a round 2 in. Whatever. Me and the girl, we wasn't saying anything to each other. She was on hots. I was on hots. Like I said, it was going crazy. Like, everything was just like, nah. So we was both on hots. And I'm like, all right. Like, it started to calm down. They fought. Everybody got up. All of a sudden, I seen them making a phone call. I'm like, that's weird. Because we had 2 stud friends with us. But they wanted one of the studs' heads. I don't know why. That's what was so weird about it. I guess their other stud friend, they had a stud friend on the way in the car. And I guess she was beefing with my stud friend. Not the one that cheated. My second stud friend there. So, she's on the way in the car, whatever. After we fight, we start walking out the park and everything, and the girl that I fought was like, I'm gonna catch you in traffic, because at that time we used to say that means I'm gonna catch you in the streets, whatever, when I see you. But I didn't live over there, so I wasn't worried. I'm like, you're never gonna see me again, girl. So we walking out, she's still talking. I'm like, you could catch me right now. Like, I hate when people say I'm gonna catch you in traffic. We're right here. You want to get it on one more time? Then we could. Like, that's how I truly felt. So she just keep talking. I'm like, whatever, she don't want to fight right now. We walk out the park, and this is when it got crazy. As soon as we walk out the park, the stud pulls up in a car, their friend. They come with guns, bats, knives, just weapons. I'm like, what? So they come, they screaming my friend's name. Like the stud, I'm not saying her name, but they were screaming her name. So I knew that's what they was coming for, but I knew I just fought, so I didn't trust nothing. They start chasing us down the block. Literally, we only ran because of weapons. Don't think we was scared of them. It was only because we was not trying to lose our life, because they had guns, bats, and other weapons. I'm not gonna lie. They start chasing us down the block. They calling my friend name. They getting closer to her. I'm scared for her, because I'm like, why they calling her? That means that's what they truly coming for. So they start calling her. We running. We trying to see where we could go, because remember I told you it was a straight park. Like, it was a field. Like, it was just grass. But when we got out, it was just straight sidewalk. Like, it was no stores, nothing. So we running. I don't know the block by heart, but thank goodness my friend lived over there. So we running. We see a gas station. When we see the gas station, we run over there because we trying to get somewhere to go. We run in there. The guys is like, no, I forgot what we said. All I remember is they was waiting outside. But the girl I fought came in with a knife. So I go in the back, because not the back of the store, but like the back where all the drinks are, because I see her coming with a knife. I have nothing on me because I came from school. I see her coming in the back, so I pick up a soda, like a 2-liter soda, because what else am I gonna do? Because I would have had to fight. Like, I'm not losing my life. So she comes with a knife and she's trying to poke me. So I forgot what happened. She tried to poke me, but that's what happened. She tried to poke me, but she couldn't find me, because I was in the back. Like, even though the drinks was back there, she couldn't find me, shockingly. So she walks back out. The guy, I guess he called security, right? They call security, but they still outside. The people still outside. They still saying my friend name, calling her. They want her head. They keep calling her. I'm like, that's just weird. I'm not with none of that. They keep calling her, and as they call her, we started gathering up at the register, because I'm like, I would hope those people don't let nothing happen to us. Like, we ran in here for a reason. So the security guards come. So when the security come, they telling us like come out because the people moved. They knew that was security, but I don't know if they thought those were cops or whatever. So they move. So they like come out, like y'all good. They tell us to come out to their van. So they all put us in a van. And guys, this was the first time I ever caught an anxiety attack in my life. I didn't know what anxiety was until that day. Like literally, I was in there like, can I get something to drink in the car? Can I get ice? Can I get something? Excuse me. I was panicking because I thought I was about to lose my life. Like I said, I was only in 9th grade. So I'm like I said, I fought, but I haven't ever experienced someone coming to put a weapon out on me in all my fights, you know. So they driving us to my friend's house. So I'm just panicking. My stud friend was comforting me because she laughed a little because she didn't think I was really having a panic attack. We didn't know what that was at the time. Like I said, we was younger, but we was old at the same time, like 9th grade, whatever. I'm panicking, she's laughing and everything, and I'm like, nah, I'm serious. Like, so we get out at my friend's house. They like, yeah, safe, like, relax, the security guards. I don't even know where those security guards came from. They wasn't even security for the store. That's what was weird. I don't know if they just knew them, whatever. But they drop us off at my friend's house. We go in. I get water because I was panicking. We go in the room and everything. You know how it is after a fight. You all talking about it. You talking about what just happened. We talking about everything. But everybody's on hots. But everybody's proud of themselves because we all did that. Like, we all took that W. I'm not even going to lie. We all took that W. Whatever. So why are these people going to put us in a group chat? I was about to say how old they are, but I forgot we was teenagers. But why they put us in a group chat and they like, what's up, track stars? Track stars? What do you mean? Of course we're going to run. Y'all have weapons. Put those weapons down and let's run it again then. Because I hate when people try to play you like you was scared. Like boy, girls, because it was boy and girls. Y'all had weapons. That means y'all knew y'all lost. Why did that girl come from my friend with weapons? Like, she was lame. What was you even beefing with my friend for? Like I said, it could have been a one-on-one. It could have been a one-on-one for the girl that cheated with my friend and her girlfriend. That was it. It could have been that one-on. It didn't even have to get deep. Nobody had to jump in. But once y'all jumped in, y'all messed it up. And then for a boy to try to hit me, that was corny. And I wish I had my guy friends with me, or my brother, or my cousins, because it would have got crazy. I don't like to involve family in these type of antics because I don't want nothing to, God forbid, happen to any of my loved ones, or for my beef, or for my problems, you know? I've always been like that. I know my family is about that life, and I know they would ride out for me in a second, but I just always been like that. I don't want to involve my mother, my sisters, my brothers, none of them, my aunts, anything. Especially my aunt, because she would have came through in 2 seconds. But my aunt always told me that if you're getting jumped, to lean against something and hit whoever's coming towards you. Because don't let them get you on the floor. And I was already in my mindset because I didn't know who was going to jump me when I was fighting the girl. But anyways, they put us in a group chat and everything, and they just write in, and the girl I fought is like, yeah, I'm going to catch you. And I'm like, you could have caught me before you pulled out that knife. You could have fought. We could have got it again. You the one who jumped in on my friend. I was not wrong for throwing you off. You got in my face and disrespected me. You could have just said that wasn't cool. You could have just said I wasn't even going to jump in. Then I would have said, oh, my fault. No, I'm not disrespectful. I'm not mean. I would have said, my fault. You look like you was going to jump in. But she did jump in. Like, I knew I was not bugging. I watched her jump in my face. What made you even do that? And I knew she jumped in because my other friend ran over there as well as me. That means we both saw you jump in. So that's why I'm like, bro, you trying to act like I was the problem, like I just popped on you for no reason. No, you was lame for that. You knew your friend was getting beat up, so you had to jump in. And the 2 people that was fighting was small. Like, me and my friend that fought, like, both of us, we're both tiny. So for you to even have to jump in on us, I mean, for you to even have to jump in on that fight is crazy. Like, she was some big girl or something. You know what I mean? Like, that was lame. You just knew your friend was getting beat up. Oh, well. But I told her, you don't know where I live, so you saying all of this, whatever. Like, it was done. We fought. I'm not linking you again because it wasn't even our beef. We fought already. You wanted to fight again, then you should have fought me there. That's how I felt. So they still writing. My friend that fought, they all arguing back and forth, but I don't do that. Like, I hate that Facebook stuff, that messenger stuff. Like, when we see each other, that's it. I'm not arguing with you on Facebook. Even as a teenager, I'm not arguing on Facebook. Like, I hate that so much. You saying what we're going to do to each other when we see each other. Like, bro, that's lame. If you're really about that, then just fight when we see each other. That's it. So that was crazy. So we was all just chatting and everything. And I just felt so bad how it turned out. Because God forbid one of my friends or me could have lost our lives for that. Like, you cannot trust nobody when it comes to fighting anymore. What happened to fair fights or one-on-one? Like, I have always been a fair fighter my whole life. I don't want to seem like I'm literally just out here fighting, but every fight that I got in, I always been a fair fight. Like, literally, this one girl I fought, I literally told her, like, take off your glasses so they don't break. A girl that I'm fighting, I told her that. Like, I've always been a fair fighter, and I just feel like, why would you even want to fight me? I'm very cool, you know? But it is what it is. I always get in that feel for my friends. I'm happy we all took that W. Like I said, they was all lame for that. But that was really a scary moment in my life. And that was the first day that I knew I had anxiety. And from then on, I never trusted a fight. I never trusted that somebody wasn't going to bring a weapon. Because every time I got in an argument with some girl after that and all that, they always be like, yeah, I'm going to slice your face, this and that. And that's why I don't trust it. Because they might be saying that in the messages and people think they capping. But they might be serious. Especially the people from Highbridge. They really be on that type of timing. And it's like, I love my face too much and my life too much once again to let somebody slice it or take my life. Anything like that. I'm not with that. The same for my loved ones. So that's why I didn't involve nobody in that. Because if anything, I could have told my loved ones to spin back on that block. I know exactly where that block is. But I didn't do that because, like I said, it was over with. If she would have wanted to come to my school after that and found me, then oh well, then we would have fought. But I was not going to you. For what? It was never our beef. You just jumped in. That was it, guys, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was a crazy day. That was a crazy day for me. And literally, I didn't expect it to go like that. Those girls that I told you that was scary didn't do nothing when that all happened. That's why, what did they come for? They literally came to just watch, which was more lame to me. But I'm happy that the ones that was there, we rode out for each other. And we went with each other after. And we had a good time after. And we had to watch our backs when we left our friend crib. Because I'm not going to lie, they probably knew where we was. Because they know my friend. Like, they was from the same neighborhood. But I'm happy we got out of that safe. I'm happy we all still living. And that was my story. Stay tuned for the next story because I always got the tea for y'all. Love you guys.